Hello everyone, I have an Inside My Mind gameplay today. In this match, which is Execution, I am on my A game, but it is very much a struggle, and you will see off the bat of every round, I am the bearer of grenades for my team. I would feel bad about not sharing, but honestly, by the end of the match, you'll understand why I took them all done exams now, so I'll be uploading a little bit more. I'm going to try for twice a week, so I can be a little bit more active here, but let's get right into the gameplay. So already off the start, a couple of really solid instant grenades. You're going to see that my team is fairly weak when it comes to fighting for the power weapons. Luckily here I was able to get a Torker who was over aggressive, and I'm just waiting now to pick up the Torque Bow myself. On Blood Drive, or Blood Camp, whatever you like to call it, it is crucial that you are fighting for the power weapon down low. Otherwise, the teams just tend to hang back like you're seeing my team do right now, actually, and it just becomes a bit of a camp fest. So that's why I was never a huge fan of this map. So I get really lucky here that I don't get picked off by this player. I think he had the right idea with the Insins, but he just did a sloppy job of using them. Normally when you miss your first Insin and the other player is prepared to react to your second, it's just a waste to once again toss it. So that player was a bit wasteful with his second Insin, in my opinion, and now we're just running around to the hospital. I didn't put the Torques to very good use near the end. That's more of what I would call just like a technical skill error, so to speak. It's not that I didn't have the right idea, I just wasn't hitting the shots like I should. So you see me grabbing the Buzz kill here, or Buzzsaw. Huge mistake. That's just me being an idiot. There are very rare circumstances where you should be using that weapon. Right there, I shouldn't have been using it. I did get punished and killed for it, and to be quite honest, I feel like I could have helped my teammate out there. So big misplay by me, and you're going to see me do that again later. So I'm not very proud of that one. Great grenade to take out the players who are going for sniper. It's very risky to go for the sniper on this map when the nades are up like that. Normally I like to bait out the other team. You can see two of my teammates just died from the frag grenades too. So I think part of the success of that grenade, other than the quick toss, was the fact that there was smoke screen covering it, and it was just very frantic down there, so I really took advantage there. And I ended up getting a cheeky chainsaw kill off as well. So that puts us at a pretty big advantage in terms of it being a 3v2, and here I do a pretty good job of supporting. I realize that it's going to take too long for me to get over there to help my teammate, and I lance. But once again, here's Clutch Chris going into brain dead mode as I pick up what is, in my opinion, the worst weapon in this game. I don't know if I was being silly or if I thought this had some sort of utility to it, but this is exactly how you do not want to be playing. So you can see these buzz saws are absolutely hopeless. My teammate dies. Once again, I could have been helping him out there, so very terrible play on my part, and that's something where you should not be copying my gameplay. My other teammate got picked off, and once again I'm going to have to be harsh on myself because I think I could have been up there fighting with my teammate to give him a better chance. My style in Execution is to slow things down when you have numbers, but when you're playing with random people, understandably so, teams will want to push with the numbers they have. So even though I'm doing the best on my team, I think that I could have played a lot smarter there to help my team secure that round, and I wasn't able to help them out there. So, got to point out when I make mistakes, and for sure I made a mistake there. Good use of my second Insin. I placed it on top of my teammate to protect him. You can get away with that online because obviously there's no friendly fire. If that was a clan match or game battles, he would have been dead via friendly fire, but a great protective Insin by me. So once again, things slow down. When things slow down on this map and you don't have a sniper or power weapon, the Bulltalk, which is largely overlooked, is always a good weapon to go for. You can see that I got it down on a player across the map there. Didn't end up turning into anything, but it definitely put pressure on the other team and gave my own team a window of opportunity to pick off the enemy team. So it's unfortunate that it didn't work out in their favor, and now I have a 3v1 situation, and obviously this is very unfavorable. I don't have much to work with. You're going to see that I eventually rotate to the spawn here. This is like the de facto run to this area when you are outnumbered on this map because it's the best chance you have of winning. And that's obviously because there's only one way for this team or the enemy team to enter, which is through the spawn. But truthfully, it's not a great area to be in if the other team is smart because you're just blocking yourself off and they'll hoard weapons. And for that reason, I actually mantle out when I see I have a window of escape. That's actually a really good, terrible pun for you right there. So take a good laugh at that. And now I have a 2v1. These guys are playing it very smart, one supporting with the Lancer and one with the Gnasher. I am frantically bouncing here, just trying to survive, cutting down distance, able to pick off a kill and just survive by a hair of a nail. And now I'm playing defensively. You can see that I'm just trying to lay on some shots and try to get my health back, and ultimately the player makes a mistake and rolls, and I'm able to get the kill for the first round that our team is able to secure. Going back down now with frags, looked to be a pretty good toss on the first nade, given where I chose to map it. Second grenade was kind of a waste, and I'll critique myself there. When you have frag grenades especially, or any type of grenade, if you throw one and it does not secure you a kill, ask yourself what the point of throwing that second grenade on this exact same spot is, unless you know that the player is there for certain. So what I'm trying to say is there, I think I made the mistake of putting this second grenade exactly where the first grenade was, and I knew the first grenade wasn't going to get me any kills, so that was not the smartest. A much better grenade as we cut into a later part of the round. There's a little bit of editing in this, and you can see I actually just added to the round because nothing from my perspective was particularly useful for talking about, and execution can get very long, so sometimes that's just the way this game type is. So this was originally a 22-minute match, but I managed to boil it down to 11 minutes, which is not easy to do, so that's why you just saw some editing there. So it looks like we're about to win the torque bow area, which is great, and the whole enemy team is kind of running. I wanted the torque bow for myself, but whatever, my teammate grabbed it, and I'm good to not melee him or distract him. I notice sometimes players do that when they don't get the weapons themselves. You know, they get all frustrated. And it can be frustrating when you're doing the best. You feel a sort of entitlement, like I deserve the weapon because I'm doing the best. There's a good chance that I will put it to better use than you will, but I eat my own words as I say this because he actually pulls off a pretty good torque bow at the end of that round, so that was great. So a good frag toss in there, and I actually get a double, exact same thing as before. So I just threw it in the smoke and it was blocked off. The second grenade was also very smart. It was a defensive grenade because I knew a guy was chasing me, so I threw the grenade, ran away, and knew that that would stop him from being able to chase me. And now it is a 5v1 opportunity here. Pretty easy to close out. I think I got a little overzealous there. I got off a good shot, but honestly I should have just stayed back a bit and Lancered and just played it real safe. And it looks like things are going pretty well, but this is going to go to round 9. This match was not as easy as it might have seemed up to this point, and you're going to see that I'm going to die in a sec here. So I got it down here. I went into tunnel vision, and I pushed this player. So big mistake. I was already weak. There was a guy lancering me. I didn't know if there were people there, but I probably could have assumed that there would have been more, so a little bit overzealous. Sometimes when you have a down, it is much better to just leave the down and live to fight another day, and I did not choose to do that. Ended up getting picked off, and we lost that round, and now you're watching the next round play out. I think this is my right-hand man, Crafty, who just died there, so that's always very heartbreaking to see because it's always, you know, like every Batman needs a Robin, or I'm not saying I'm Batman. Hey, I'll be Crafty's Robin, but it's much more difficult to win matches when you're by yourself here. So I end up retreating to spawn, not because I want to camp and clutch or anything like that, but because the players saw me and this was my only chance of survival. But I did not survive, and they actually did a really good push, and I misused my grenade, and look at that. It's already 4-4. Next round wins. But spoiler alert, this round is a stalemate, so you know this got pretty crazy. Really good first instant. I kind of just predicted where the player was based on the cover. Almost get killed myself with the instant, but I dodge it and return another instant grenade. Little tip here, you saw when I picked up that torque bow, I took a couple steps in towards the wall here, and that allowed me to stay in cover and pick up the weapon a lot more safe than otherwise would have been. So that is a really good tip that most players are aware of, but when you're going to pick up power weapons, you always have 1 or 2 steps that you can take in any direction as you're holding the X button, and that can help you conceal yourself, which could be the difference between life or death. I'm not hitting these torque bows, which is a shame. Once again, this isn't a well, I hit that one, so good job me whenever I play this match, but you know, I had the right idea from that angle, but with Torx or when you're landing shots, that's just a matter of like, being skillful and playing enough and making sure you hit the shots. Like, there's a difference in my head between knowing what you have to do and being able to execute that in real time. I know even when I'm rusty at the game, which I probably am now because I don't get to play as much, I know what I should be doing. But just because I know what I should be doing doesn't mean that I am able to do that. So I'm not sure if that distinction makes sense, but I think that's important to note, that a player might be smart and know what he's doing, but he might not deliver. And there it looked like I was delivering some and not others for the Torque. So here we are, last round. Really nice sniper. It was nice of my friend to give me the sniper. He knew I was doing pretty hot and figured that it's better to put this weapon in my hands and see, if I can secure any kills. Doing a little bit of fast forward here. With the sniper, it's all about working the angles and just, take your time, get a feel for things. And here I'm just like going around the map. And as you can see, I pick up another difficult sniper shot. So, and all I did was just move around the map, let my teammates create opportunities for me, and take the shots, very low risk. And now here's the final kill with the help of my teammates. Super easy to clean up. Probably would have died without them, but picked up the last kill here, and that's it for the match. So I hope you enjoyed watching this match. If you still enjoy the series, definitely let me know, and I look forward to putting out more content for everybody. Take care.